Indrani Bagchi, do you believe, however, that what has happened or what continues to play out every day between Trump and India is strictly to do with trade, is strictly to do with disagreements over the sectors that Dr. Mohan Kumar, Ambassador Mohan Kumar just listed? There seems to be something else going on here. Trump's pivot towards Pakistan, whether that's because Pakistan has a lobbying firm led apparently by Trump's former bodyguard, or whether it's because of interest in Iran or Trump's business links to Pakistan's crypto council, I do not know. But there are talks about Munir getting invited for a second luncheon to Washington. There is Trump's sort of very obvious personal peak. There is something else where the disagreements over farming, fishing, and dairy do not fully explain what's actually going on here. What is going on here?
Hi, Barkha. Great to be on your show. Honestly, I mean, we can speculate, of course. I do believe that, like you, that it's not really, it's not only the trade negotiations, because India's trade bottom lines or trade no-go areas have been known to the world for a very long time. And as Ambassador Kumar just said, even in the WTO negotiations. I mean, at this moment, I'd say the WTO is an institution only in name. Um, but there is definitely in I'd say these are two parallel tracks. They have converged somewhat. I'd say apart from the trade negotiations, which stalled on agri-dairy and soy, the other bit is, I think, much more personal and much more connected with the Ops Sindoor optics around the Ops Sindoor ceasefire. And I'd say that that is a personal sort of affront that Trump has. Some have even told me that in October last year, when he went to the Quad Summit in Delaware, um, and Trump but then tweeted that he was waiting to meet his friend Modi. I think somebody advised Prime Minister. Um, it was a silly advice in retrospect. It was silly advice even then, not to meet him because they didn't get a date with Kamala Harris, the Democrat candidate. And he didn't, and that was taken amiss very much at the time. I thought they had actually patched up with the February summit, but clearly not. And the Ops Sindoor bit, I think, left a very, very sour note in the relationship. I think the final sort of nail in the coffin, so to speak, would have been the conversation between PM and Trump on the 17th of June. Uh, so that I think the my sense is these are something that came in the way. I can't hear you, Becca.
I said, sorry to interrupt, but this conversation that you refer to between PM and Donald Trump is, I'm assuming, when Trump leaves Canada to head back, he meets with Asim Munir and he invites Prime Minister to come and meet him. And that is the phone call in which the Prime Minister tells him that India will never accept mediation. That is the conversation. And you believe that that conversation was the final sort of proverbial nail in the coffin.
Yes, and that conversation, I think, where basically PM sort of read him the riot act that there was no mediation, or there was no mediation that happened between between India and Pakistan. And if you go back, you will find a very stern video readout of that conversation by the Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri. That went down very poorly with Trump. I mean, everything went downhill from there. Everything.
And just before I come to General Shukla, there's also some perception that the comments the prime minister made, perhaps provoked by domestic politics, that JD Vance Indrani called him, and he called him 3 to 4 times in 1 hour, and then there's a little titter in parliament, and then the prime minister called him back, and so on. You think that would have also gone down poorly, because hours later came the Trump announcement on the first set of tariffs.
And no, I don't think for Trump it's personal. It's not like he was batting for JD Vance, and it is. I mean, JD Vance. The fact that JD Vance called PM. In fact, I believe that JD Vance and the Prime Minister actually now enjoy a very good personal relationship after his visit here in April. Um, but I think the president is much more concerned about himself, and I don't think what JD Vance said or did uh, that night mattered that much.